I'll tell you, Eric. Definitely don't use that as your fucking cheat sheet. Okay, don't
Yeah,
use either one of
that's it.
those as your cheat sheet
Well,
because you will lose
you don't want
hard.
Rudy at the 101? You don't want
Fuck no.
Wow, have some
I
fucking
mean, what is that?
respect.
Just is it just reverence? Is that what we're doing there with
Yeah,
Rudy?
that's it.
Have some respect for Notre Dame. How about it, Kyle? I know you're a big Irish fan.
Hell yeah, Rudy's awesome. What are you talking about?
Come on.
Sean Astin, man.
Yes.
You can have him with your first pick, then, Kyle.
Take him.
All
You
right.
know what? You're right. I might take him at the 102.
All right, we're gonna start it out here in round one of the football movie draft. Mike, you're our guest. So you're the 101, man. What is the best football movie of all time? That is basically what you're answering with this pick.
There's some good choices, but Fizzle's in the chat, and Fizzle will probably off me if I don't pick this one. Like it's a clear cut number one for us. Starting defense, place at the table. Give me the program, man. Give me Latimer. Give me Alvin Mack.
Wow.
Give me Joe Kane. Motherfuckers, we're going 101. The program. Best movie, football movie ever. Might be the best movie ever.
Wow. What year was that? That's an older one, right?
1994. If you haven't seen the program, you are fucking missing out, man. You are missing out. Trust me. If you believe me for anything, if we're any kind of friends, you will do yourself a favor and go watch the program immediately.
I think I'm gonna have to, Kyle. I haven't seen this honestly, so I'm a little bit offended at myself and my own movie knowledge. You're a film head, if I can call you that, better than a crackhead. But what do you think? What do you think here of the 101? Are you on board? And what's your pick at the 2?
Hell yeah, the program's great. That's a good pick. I mean, it's a good pick if you're not me, because my pick is. Any given Sunday, you got Al Pacino, all right, Oliver Stone. Dude, any given Sunday. I say that all the time too. It's in my daily lexicon, and it's a fantastic movie. You can't beat it.
Wow, going deep here in the early picks, Eric. I don't think you were expecting to get sniped like that from Jim Scott here.
No, I certainly wasn't. But you know, having done these shows with Jim Scott for long enough, I know that he's wily. He's got a couple of curveballs in his locker, so not entirely surprised. The Al Pacino scene there quote is phenomenal. I was hoping to scoop it up with the 2 pick. And now I'm scrambling / filibustering as I decide where I want to go at 103.
He's tilted.
I'm gonna go for public sentiment and what I'm most confident would not be on the board for me on the way back around. I'll go Remember the Titans with the 103.
Cocksucker. Yeah, I mean, talk about a movie I think everyone needs to watch, right? Like, I don't know. I think as a kid, like that was one that my parents turned on for me, or like, hey, sit and watch this. And I think I just learned a lot about people and human beings in that one, man. So good shout out there, man. Denzel puts on a fucking hell of a performance there. But holy shit, boys, I can't believe it. At the 104, I'm doing it. We're going down to Odessa, Texas. Give me some Friday Night Lights, baby. Yeah. One of the best all-time books. I mean, gotta love the story behind this and the guy who spent the year or so down there in Odessa. And man, I just love Friday Night Lights, everything it has to offer. Billy Bob Thornton stars in that one. So shout out to the whole Friday Night Lights cast. I think that's a steal there. And just because I don't think it's getting back to me, it might be a reach here. Give me a little Kevin Costner draft day, baby. I mean, you talk to other people in the NFL industry and they say, hey, that's a kind of a realistic look at what draft day looks and feels and smells like. So yeah, give me a little Sonny Weaver action in draft day there to start the second round. And
was the part of draft day that was most realistic where he wrote a sticky note to himself to remind himself what to do no matter what?
Oh, it was taking the linebacker number 1 overall.
Yeah, I mean, that's hyper realistic, like maybe the most accurate picture of NFL drafting. And for however much shade I want to throw on it, I was absolutely going to take it here on the way back around because I don't think it would make its way into the third round. I'm going to do a little bit of callback here to when both of you were putting all kinds of disrespect on the Adam Sandler brand of comedy. I'm going to go with the Waterboy here. Maybe not the purest of football movies, but a lark and
That's a
another tip
reach.
of the cap to Adam Sandler and his late '90s style comedy.
Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. I think it might be a little bit. You
right.
could have gone Jerry Maguire. Could have gone Jerry Maguire. Kept it with the draft theme going.
Not a
Little
not a
TC.
football movie. It's a love story that happens to take place around football.
Oh, geez. All right. Next, you're gonna say Valentine's Day isn't a football movie either. Get out of here,
Come on,
Kyle.
Die
What
Hard
do you
is a Christmas movie.
what do you have for us here at the 203?
All right, I'm taking something. I don't know how high this is on any of your draft boards. I'm taking Invincible. Mark
Oh,
Wahlberg.
great.
Great feel good story about a man who started in the NFL, baby, the American dream. From Philly, Mark Wahlberg, great score, fantastic movie.
That's like a slower. That does have a good score. Kind of slower paced a little bit, but still moves you along at a good pace there. I like Invincible. I love the walk on story. Mike, you're up here at the end of the second round and at the end of the third round. What are you doing here? No snipes from Kyle for you, huh?
Kyle got me with the 102, but like you knew that was coming.
Yeah.
You two guys have done a fabulous job of not taking anything I would have fucking touched.
Wow.
So
wow.
I get my third and fourth choice, essentially. This is amazing. I get both of them. I didn't think this was going to happen. All right. First off, Varsity Blues. Varsity Blues, the first of the back-to-back. Billy Bob, Tweeter. What the fuck? How did Varsity Blues not get taken? You took the shittier high school football movie before you took Varsity Blues. It's much shittier. The show Friday Night Lights was 10 times better than the fucking movie.
I mean, Paul Walker's in Varsity Blues, so I guess you got a little something going for you.
That's right, man. That's right. He's the number one quarterback heading to Florida State till he tears his knee up. Unfortunately, happens to Fizzle's Florida State team all the time. And then for the second pick, man, I can't believe nobody took this one. Give me Joe Falco. Shane Falco. Shane Falco. Fuck.
I thought I could.
Give me the replacements. You ain't getting the replacements, man. There's so many good lines in that movie. There's so many good, from the fucking kicker just smoking on the field to the sumo wrestler eating the eggs and then vomiting it all over the place. When they flip Shane Falco's car over and then they come out with their fucking guns and they're like, flip that thing over. Wax that motherfucker while you're at it. The replacements. I can't believe none of y'all took the replacements. What are we doing?
I was hoping it could come back for me in the third round. Maybe I reached on Friday Night Lights a little bit looking back. And I even Coach McGinty, dude, like, yeah, that movie is a fucking classic. So good call on you there, Mike. I think you got some really good value there in the second and third round. The second round, recapping it again, I go draft day, the 201. Eric, Waterboy, Kyle, Invincible, and then Mike, Varsity Blues. Mike just goes with the replacements there. Kyle, you're back up here in the third round. You get sniped with the replacements like I just did.
Yeah, I kind of did. So I'm going with a movie I genuinely love. It's probably the football movie I watch the most, and it's very high in a lot of people's hearts. I am taking Rudy. Okay, it's a good movie. It's good. My sister's dog is named Rudy. I have to take Rudy. Okay.
After the movie?
I guess after the guy.
Yeah. Okay, but wasn't Rudy not even real though? Wasn't there like a lot of things that might not?
He's real.
I think there's a little.
There have been guys named Rudy. Can confirm.
But there's a little bit of story stretch in there. I heard they didn't actually pick him up and like carry him off the field like that, and so I don't know. That's supposed
I heard he wasn't actually Sean Astin either.
Well, all right.
Was Vince Vaughn actually there? Was he actually on the team too?
Vince Vaughn's a tall motherfucker, so I don't know what position did he play in that movie.
I think he was a running back in that in that
Yeah,
movie.
he's definitely not a fucking running back. He's definitely
He
like
doesn't
tight
have a
end.
lot of scenes in there. There's just the one where he's standing out in the parking lot, like next to a car for sure. And I'm like, fuck, that's Vince Vaughn. It's so weird when you see older movies like that. You
Yeah.
identify actors who went on to have big careers, and you're like, holy shit, that guy's in here.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. All right, Kyle. Rudy, we'll round out your playlist there. Eric, what do you have for us here at the 303?
I'm going to keep the theme of stretching the truth alive. I'm going to go with the longest yard, The Blind Side, a
Oh,
heartwarming tale that you can pretend to love and adopt a player and send him to your alma mater to boost their football program. The Sandra Bullock classic.
and then take all his money, right?
Yeah.
I
Or
will
at
say,
least capitalize on his story.
Tim McGraw, fucking hell of an actor. You think he's only a little bit of red rooftop, red rag top, and where the green grass grows, but holy fuck, Tim McGraw does put on a performance there. That's dangerous though. We're gonna put this out on socials after, and I'm sure Eric's gonna get buried for his list. I mean, The Blind Side,
No.
really. I
My list is categorically trash, but I'm doing it ironically.
yeah, that's all
now
right.
I'm safe from social media.
That's all right. I'll round us out here. I'm gonna go with kind of another like sad, feel good movie. We Are Marshall. This is about the Marshall University football team after the plane crash and kind of the teams and the surviving players picking up the pieces of that program. Matthew McConaughey, Matthew Fox from Lost. That's all you got to say about this one, man. This is a really touching, heartwarming story. Doesn't get better than this. Football, I think so many times we see tragic things happen all the time around football teams. We saw it a couple years ago with DeMar Hamlin, and teams rally, man. Teams rally around that shit. So kind of cool to see that in We Are Marshall here. So holy shit. Other than getting sniped by the replacements, I think I just did it up here. I just think I did it up. I think Mike might have the best drafting from the one slot. But I really like the what I have here. Kyle, looking at everyone's team here, do you have any instant reaction to who you think won or lost this draft? Love to hear from the chat as well. Fizzle Doll is saying, I've been waiting on Marshall to go. Yeah, I took it. Love little Marshall there. Kyle, your thoughts on the draft as we close out here tonight, man?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree that Eric had the worst, and I had the best.
I'm 2 feet in, heading into a rebuild immediately off this draft.
Fizzle Doll is saying, I'm so proud of you boys for not taking Sean Payton's movie. I would have logged out.
Oh my God.
Have you seen that movie? I don't even know if I can watch it because like Kevin James playing Sean Payton just doesn't feel right in my opinion.
It's worse than the Kurt Warner movie, which is also god awful and trash. Absolutely
But
horrendous.
according to some lists, a top 7 football movie of all
Get the
time.
hell out of here. I saw Radio up there too, by the way. Radio was at the top of one of those lists. Like, what? Radio? Don't they play basketball for half that movie?
Sports movie.
Mr. Scamper saying Little Giants is the biggest snub.
He's not lying. I mean, we had a UDFA pick, somebody who should have went undrafted in Rudy, and we couldn't get the Little Giants in, for Christ's sakes. The Icebox. Come on.
Little Giants is a fucking banger. That's when I need to go back and watch as well. So I'm with you there, Kyle. Any other ones that you think we missed that you're like, damn, that probably should have been fucking shouted out? No Longest Yard, I guess. But I think, but besides that, and like the Paterno movie, you could put up there. Like I think we did pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, Rudy's better than Little Giants. All right, let's not.
Rudy basically is Little Giants, just shittier.
Okay.
We did put The Express up there, and it's one of the few on the list where I was like, oh man, they got that ranked pretty high. The Express, the Ernie Davis story is a good movie. You should watch that one. You should check that one out.
Ernie Davis is a fucking legend, so definitely need to add that one there as well. Yeah, fuck yeah. Eric, any discrepancies you have with the list? Because I think we did pretty well.
I feel shame for going to the callback to my Adam Sandler 90s movies love a little bit earlier than I clearly needed to for The Waterboy. But yeah, generally speaking, right, like it even the bad ones, like we love football so much that a bad football movie is still kind of okay, right?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.